Cardano just crashed 25%. Hey guys, what's going on? Jeb here, and in today's video, we are going to be talking about Cardano because, as you know, the hashtag ADA gain just rallied to $1.25, and it has now gone into a correction over the last 7 days, dropping 25% down to its local level of 95 cents. It's even dropped below $1, leading a lot of people to wonder, is the rally that started on March 14th over, or is Cardano just taking a healthy pit stop before another blast off back up to a price target of $2 that we're going to be talking about in this video? We are going to be going ahead and making sure that we update our Cardano price prediction, and we make sure that we know where Cardano is going to the best of our ability over the next couple of weeks. If you're wondering what just happened to the ADA price and you're wondering where it's going next, you found the right video. Without much further ado, let's go ahead and dive right on into it. As you all know, Cardano has been in a downtrend ever since September the 3rd. That downtrend from $3.11 pulled it all the way back to 78 cents, 75% of the downside over 193 days. But on March the 14th of this year, Cardano started a new uptrend and managed to rally 58% in just a short 3 weeks. But over the last week, Cardano has dropped 25% from its previous local high of $1.25. This drop has put it into a falling wedge right here, which we're going to talk about a little bit later. It has formed resistance at $1.25, and it's also broken support at $1. We have quite a lot of market structure that we need to break down. Then we're going to talk about what this market structure predicts and where we think Cardano is going to go over the next couple of weeks. Let's start with the market structure. First and foremost, we have $1. That is the level that Cardano has held for quite some time. It was above $1, and we were very happy about that. It has recently dropped below $1. The second level is $1.25. This was a local high set back on February the 8th. This was a high that Cardano needed to break on its way back up to the next level, which is $1.60. That was a level that was set back here in a twin peak on December 25th, Christmas Day, and January 17th, a few weeks after the new year began. $1.60 I had called the gateway to all-time high, because if Cardano was able to get above $1.60, then it would likely go to the price target of this inverse head and shoulders pattern that is forming right here. As you can see, we have a left shoulder that forms back in here in January and early February, a head right here of the inverse head and shoulders pattern that forms in February, and then we also have our right shoulder that could potentially be forming right here. If we look at the price target of this inverse head and shoulders pattern by simply drawing and extrapolating just like this from the neckline, the shoulder line right here, then we find our all-time high, or excuse me, our local high price target of $1.95. So these are the major pieces of market structure that we're looking at, along with this falling wedge that Cardano now finds itself in. What do we do with this market structure? Well, what we first need to understand is that there are 3 different major technical chart formations showing up right now. Number 1, we have a falling wedge. Falling wedges traditionally break to the upside with a 70% likelihood. So that is to say that if we follow through on this chart formation's prediction, we should be breaking to the upside maybe above $1 within the next couple of days. The next chart formation to show you is the inverse head and shoulders pattern, which I mentioned earlier. That has a price target of $2, and it is still technically in play, even though as of today, we have dropped below the shoulder line of this market. I called this the shoulder line earlier. I meant to call that the neckline. I do apologize. Even though we've dropped below the shoulder line down here, we are currently still forming an inverse head and shoulders pattern. It's just a little bit lopsided. The third and final pattern that you can see here is actually a cup and handle formation. We have a falling wedge right here on the right. We have this cup right here. The cup and handle formation has a price target drawn like this. We simply draw in that manner and extrapolate, and it gives us the exact same price target of $1.95. All 3 price targets, all 3 formations are giving us a bullish narrative, and even on the 3-daily chart, we still have a bullish narrative, because if we look at Lux Algo, you can see we're still under a buy signal that is confirmed. Lux Oscillator is still green, Trend Catcher still green, and the buy signal is still there, so we're still under a confirmed buy signal on 3-daily chart. All of that to say, we shouldn't be worried about a major drop on Cardano down to 70 or 60 cents just yet. We should still be in the bullish camp on the longer term perspective. That being said, we are in a shorter term downtrend. As you can see, Lux Algo is giving us a sell signal on the daily chart. It called this correction pretty well. As you can see, it started at $1.17, dropped at 20%. Buy and sell signals on Lux Algo are very, very, very powerful. If you haven't gotten Lux Algo yet, you are missing out. The link's in the description box down below. Use coupon code JEB, J-E-B-B, for 20% off. So what do we do with this information? Well, in my opinion, Cardano is simply following the rest of the cryptocurrency markets, which are currently in major corrections. Bitcoin's down 4% in 24 hours, down 11% in 7 days. Ethereum down 7% in 24 hours, down 13% in 7 days. And Cardano is just following with them, down 7% in a day, down 20% in 7 days. Cardano, one, is more volatile than the other cryptos at the moment. It is seeing bigger gains and bigger drops than Bitcoin and Ethereum, but it's following in the same direction. And two, because it's following in the same direction, I personally think this drop has more to do with the rest of the market than it does with Cardano's market. We've talked about in Coffee and Crypto this morning how Bitcoin and Ethereum are probably dropping as a result of buy the rumor, sell the news around Bitcoin 2022 about Jack Mallers not partnering with Apple as the anticipation there was, and also the fact that the Federal Reserve is getting much more hawkish and they're raising interest rates and they're tapering bond purchasing and lowering the balance sheet of the Federal Reserve. All of those things are good things in the long term, but in the short term, they do have negative implications on Bitcoin's price. Whenever Bitcoin and Ethereum go through corrections, Cardano is going to follow. I personally think that Cardano is going to bounce in the next 3 to 7 days, probably above 80 cents, and probably above 85 cents, and the reason for that is because I believe that you're going to see the same thing happen out of Bitcoin and Ethereum, and when that does happen on Cardano, we're going to follow through on this inverse head and shoulders pattern. We're going to set a higher low, as you can see right here, then we're going to bounce and rally, and I think we will be on our way back up to $1.60. I think we're just taking a bit of a pit stop, a bit of a detour, a bit of a correction, which, by the way, I told you guys we needed to see. We wanted to see that controlled burn. Now we're seeing that controlled burn. We're seeing the market have a bit of a correction. It's exactly what needed to happen for the safety of this long-term rally. At the moment, Cardano is still in an uptrend, even though it is in a short-term counter trend to that. It is in a tertiary downtrend to the secondary uptrend. The bigger trend is an uptrend, but there is a shorter-term correction that is going on. I personally believe that you're still going to see an all-time high on Cardano within 3 months of it breaking $1.60. So if we do see Bitcoin start rallying up towards 50, we see Ethereum rallying up towards 3,800, and we see Cardano rallying above $1.60, I think you're going to see a massive run on it later on in this year, if the rest of the market has the right climate to allow for the growth thereof. I do think Cardano is a great project that is growing very, very, very well, and I think its DeFi space, even though it might not be meeting everybody's full, just crazy, massive expectations, is doing a very good job. But I'd love to hear your thoughts on Cardano in the comment section down below. Do you think Cardano is about to have a massive run, or is the rally over and it's going back to 80 cents? Love to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and make sure to follow us on all of our social media at CryptoJeb over on Instagram and Twitter, at CryptoJebOfficial over on TikTok, and make sure to sign up for Lux Algo. It is the #1 trend identifying indicator in the entire cryptocurrency space. I use it every single day. Use coupon code JEB, J-E-B-B, for 20% off at checkout. That's all I got for you guys today. Before I go, I do just first want to thank each and every single last one of you for watching, as always, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Hey, you made it to the end of the video. If you enjoyed this video, you should definitely consider subscribing because we're trying to help you become financially free in these cryptocurrency markets. And also, consider following us on Twitter at CryptoJeb for more updates on the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. Peace.